or some shit.
Some shit like that.
All right. Well, back to breakfast.
Are we on?
I guess so.
Or did we make it? What is somebody's keys are in here? Okay. So episode 68.
This is episode 68.
68.
Welcome to episode 68. We are Breakface.
What's up? What's up? So tonight we've got a top 5.
We're doing another top 5. Yeah. I'm gonna just roll a top 5s and 10s. They're fucking fun to me.
It's hilarious.
I think this one was.
Tonight's episode. This is.
I don't know if we should do this one.
I know
this one makes me a little nervous.
Right, kids, just continue on eating laundry soap. These are just suggestions by madmen. Do not try them at home. Right.
As I said in the description from the last show, I wrote. What did I write? I wrote.
Is that our legal disclaimer?
If it came out of our minds, it can't be good.
we need insert.
So that's our legal disclaimer.
Insert
right there.
legal disclaimer here.
So, don't do that shit. I got no time to edit this week.
So
insert belly dancing girls. No, I can't. Oh, no.
So,
you're gonna get me doing the truffle shuffle.
All right. So I'm thinking number 1. We'll start out. This is by the way, this is top 5 ways to hide a body, asking for a friend. Of course, sorry, not sorry. And so
like I said, I did. This one makes me nervous.
Right, I'm thinking like I borrowing from last week. The Pacific Ocean. You chum up a bunch of sharks. You can like see them from this elevated position, and you throw them in the wood chipper, and it just spews it out and
into the ocean.
And and these sharks like all the bits, and it's pretty much gone. It's like gone, So that's like
bad. Let the sea clean it up.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
That's your.
That's like number 1.
Number 1, wood chipper. Right off the gate, we're going straight to the wood chipper.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. What?
I mean, there's always the classic. Have a bunch of hungry pigs. Just let
yes.
the pigs do the work for you.
That was one of mine.
That.
That was one of mine. Yeah. Feral hogs. They.
Yeah. Oh, aren't you going to be on an island with feral hogs?
I am.
There you go. You have a body disposal unit in your backyard at all times.
There we go. I'll have a large piece of dirt equipment, backhoe, loader, whatnot, and wild hogs. So I just need an alibi, and there we go. So what in the actual AF are you doing over there, Teddy?
I am adjusting things on the fly while we record. So
good.
Because we're dealing with this green screen still, and it's a finicky motherfucker, this green screen.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Well, just put up our logo.
I was going to put a logo up there, maybe a fucking, one of these.
It's a quick show tonight, folks. Sorry, we're just...
It is definitely a quick show.
So...
The shorter the show, the easier for me to edit, the more likely it'll actually go out on time. So, yay!
So...
It was Easter, that's why. I blame Easter. It was. I blame Easter and the fact that we're actually getting daylight again.
It's changing things quickly, isn't it? Yeah.
Because you come over at a certain time for us to record, and then I'm like sitting there like, man, it's like 2 hours past that time. Like, where the fuck is Steve at?
It's Alaska. We're coming out of hibernation.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's still light out. So
strange.
In my mind, everything was fine. Oh, I need him.
La La Land.
Our assistant left.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn some shit off. So if you hear a water heater kick on, it's my neighbor. All right, so top 5. You said catapult into a wood chipper.
Wood chipper, yeah.
Shooting their body parts into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take one.
Okay.
No. Yeah. From last week. It was one of mine. It was the trap where they fall through the floor into the industrial strength dryer. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to up the ante a little bit. And now it's an incinerator with the fucking spin drums. So they go in there and they just get incinerated. And then their ashes, go through the vent holes. And then they're spread all over my lawn to fertilize it.
Poof.
Boom. You just became fertilizer because you tried to break into my house.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Oh, fuck.
Cheers.
What else?
Cheers to poof.
Yeah, poof. Take that.
Well,
You were beerless. What happened?
I don't have any poof. So I
Okay,
think,
so Steve's we had to take a small break so Steve could re-up his beer because we can't do this without beer.
exactly. I'm thinking that if we had this super large, like a wrist rocket, with these large, I don't know, surgical, stretchy, and we put the human being in the body in the pocket there, and we stretch it back and like launch them from like a real super tall mountain into outer space. I mean, where if we could get them past gravity, they would keep going.
Worst case scenario, they'll just burn up in the atmosphere.
Someday, yeah. If they start to come back down, right, they'll burn up in the atmosphere. And if they make it to the outer space, right, someday they may run into like Jupiter's gravity and get sucked in.
There you go.
And just be crushed by the gravity.
I know we're ad-libbing this, like we didn't write anything down, but you did steal one of mine. I was gonna say like a catapult, but like the Angry Birds. Have you ever played that game? Yeah, shoot. So same thing.
Shoot the dead body at Angry Birds in the sky.
That's right. We're trying to knock down fortresses full of pigs.
Well,
watch out, California.
Yeah. So it's just off the top of our heads, the way it has tied a body. Disposal.
Let's see. So you stole my slingshot idea.
You stole my pig one, so we're
did?
even.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. The guy at the store gave me the pig one, by the way. So,
did you tell the guy at the store?
Thank you guys. Well, Rhonda asked.
Okay.
What we were doing a show, and I told her what the title of the show was, or the top 5 ways.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he came up with the feral hogs, and it reminded me of back home and then over Hawaii.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, that's definitely a possibility.
It is. That is legit. That's legit.
Because they eat like everything, So your pig poop somewhere that's scattered out all over God knows where.
One of our listeners is a cop. I know it, and he's gonna be like coming to our houses to see if we have pigs. We don't have pigs. All hypothetical.
That's your boot print, by the way. So.
Oh my gosh.
So okay. So next we've got.
Let me think.
You're thinking of one. Another drink. One I think. I don't know
how to hide a body. Well, I know being in Alaska, we have a saying: if you're gonna be a psycho murderer and you need somewhere to put a body, pre-dug hole.
Pre-dug hole.
So
That's
pre-dug hole.
It's a good idea.
You gotta have one. I propose that we have a pre-dug hole that goes so deep you just drop them and they just become magma.
They're right into the
the mantle.
They pass the crust right into the mantle.
Incineration.
That's freaking awesome.
So
man.
we've burned everyone. It sounds like
really, yeah.
So far, everyone's just getting burned up.
Well, yeah. So yeah, next time we could just like, what if we freeze them in like liquid nitrogen at like -300 degrees
Celsius,
Kelvin,
or
whatever, because that sounds like really, really cold.
Kelvin, yeah,
Kelvin,
cold, yeah.
Kelvin,
Kelvin.
Yeah, I don't see. It's so cold I can't even pronounce it right.
It's all locked up.
So, and then we take them and shoot them down they're in the front. They're attached to the front of like a bullet train. One of these really fast trains.
All right.
And we shoot this train right into a wall at like as fast as it could go. So if the train can go 250, hey, right into the wall. And I think that being frozen like that and then hitting that wall at that high speed, the pieces, he just vaporized.
He turned into a cloud of powder. Oh, powder again.
Exactly.
So now question, is this an autonomous train or is this a full train with a conductor?
Just the engine part, the pulling part, so it's lightweight and really fast.
That's a really expensive way to off a bitch. That's an expensive one.
Yeah. It's still cheaper than housing in California, Anyway, okay, so...
Oh, wow. All right. I got to top a bullet train smashing in the side of something with a cryogenically frozen human being on it.
Ad lib. Yeah. That would be, I don't know. Do you rent liquid nitrogen? Where do you even, I don't even know where you start to get some of that.
I know you can get dry ice.
And if you get your hands on it, are they watching you? Did you make some sort of shit list? I don't even know.
What could you do with liquid nitrogen? I mean, besides freeze a body and stack it, stuff it on the top of the train.
I don't know. You could do a sperm bank.
Have your own,
You like kids from the neighborhood donating, right? These teenage boys, and then you on the card you write they're 6'4" blonde Olympian,
and it's me. It's my sperm. Psych. Oh, April Fools. Yeah, we can do that. We can play a little bit.
Yeah,
April Fools.
it's hilarious.
It's a 5'9"
9 months later,
hairy dwarf dude.
Yeah.
Baby comes out looking like Warwick Davis and shit.
She's like, "Where's my receipt? Damn it!" Oh, not what you thought. That's funny. Didn't get what you paid for.
Hiding bodies. This is
This
is tough. It all basically comes down to cremating the fuckers, really.
In a way, I guess.
Ooh, have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Nobody,
I know you have.
Nobody, no crime.
I know you've seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit because you had a crush on Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica, call me.
Jessica, hey girl, bring them lips over here.
Well, it's been like 20 years, so I couldn't tell you. I mean, scenes or anything, but I mean, I know the characters.
And she's a cartoon, so she won't age. 20 years.
So
don't matter,
we're gonna to hide the body. We're gonna turn them into a cartoon.
But in that movie, yeah, we're gonna turn them into a cartoon, and we're gonna stick them in the dip.
The dip.
That dip that dissolves cartoons. Only I'm gonna make it to dissolve, and I'm not gonna turn them into a cartoon.
It's paint thinner.
I just want to dip them in it. But I want it to be like so bad that they just instantly just. Bleh.
Wow, that'd be
not alive because that'd be cruel.
Wow,
that was terrible.
That is.
I need a redemption.
It's paint
death.
thinner.
Not death. We're not doing deaths though. We're doing hide bodies.
Well, yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is the next one. It's how the lava's pouring out on Big Island, and you're like, you can see it's fixing to pour out. So you just dump the body right there in that crevasse, as the liquid lava just flows right over it. And it's like encased in the island. It's like part of the island forever.
They're like Pompeii and shit.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's going to find them for...
That's really...
This is going to keep erupting and laying like layer over layer over layer on top of you. So you're like 400 feet deep or something one day. I mean, it'd take 1,000 years, but there's no statute of limitations on crime, right?
Right.
On murder, right?
If nobody finds them within 999 years, you're good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, okay.
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank.
Are you?
Yeah. This one's a little tougher than I thought.
Okay, what if we take this, like one of those Chinooks or whatever, a big, heavy cargo plane that's able to reach the edge of space. I'm talking we can see the curvature of the Earth. This bitch is so high.
Nice.
High as high.
Elon Musk, where you at?
Yeah, that's right. Elon, hook us up, baby. So, and then we weigh this bitch down, like this body is like super heavy for some. I mean, we use like lead or what the fuck ever,
We don't care. Stuff full of rocks.
A gram of Jupiter core. How would you round that up? Talk about expensive, right?
No shit.
Anyway, you make this bitch heavy and drop them over the Marianas Trench. You're from the edge of space. This bitch falls like whatever the atmosphere is, 7 miles thick, hits the surface of the Pacific, and then has another 5-6 miles to go to the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean.
And for the purposes of this, he doesn't change velocity. It's just,
yeah,
because he's going to hit the water and basically
feet
explode.
First as a point, just
like a fucking bullet.
I mean,
because it's got Jupiter core in it. It's a body with Jupiter core in it. That shit's going to go wherever it wants.
So, and it just goes so fast to the bottom that the pressures implode for one. So what would be like 6 feet tall would implode down to 4 feet long and thin as a soda straw because of the pressure. I don't so think great at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah,
there's so many variables here. The body would just be disintegrated before it got down too far.
Yeah. So this
and then eaten by sharks. Okay.
Yeah.
You hit it. Then the body's hidden.
And then they get the bins, and that's it. So
I want to go. Okay, take a body and go to an archaeological site that's no one's searching anymore. They're like, we found all we're gonna find,
like the museum,
and mummify the body and put it back in the tomb.
Make it look old.
You can use for some reason. The only way that should be found is if they went back and they were like, oh my God,
would-
we missed this mummy
You
completely.
had got some Hollywood effects people, right? And then
Just
painted
holding
it
that
up and
shit
everything. You know, they make it look old.
Maybe
And
you'd
then
have to dehydrate the body first.
The next morning, the archaeologists come in there and they're like, "What the fuck?" You know, yeah. How did we miss this? You know,
Yeah.
Look.
But yeah, you'd have to dehydrate the body. So we got to figure out a way to, like a
Yeah.
food dehydrator, but for a human.
Big
Freeze
We'll
dry
only-
human.
We will
There you go.
partially turn on the oven, like the incinerator, like when you get cremated.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't turn it on all the way.
Okay.
It's just kind of like, and that just
Oh, we're trying to make the mummy.
instead of like 500 degrees when your oven, like you're trying to clean your oven, you just put it on warm. Where it's like, yeah. So
We're making our own
would that
mummies,
be-
people.
Do they? I don't know. I mean, if you're a mortician, you have access to an oven like that, a crematorium or whatever it's called. Give us a call. Leave us a comment. What does it take? Do they have a setting where we could just dehydrate? Maybe. Right?
Yeah. Let us know. Let him know. I don't want to
Really?
know.
We could make
I'm a morbid
like
fuck, but jeez, I don't want to. I don't want that knowledge.
Next thing you know, handbags. We can make the handbags and sell them.
Human handbags.
All you got to
Hide
do
them in plain sight.
just convince the Chinese that they're an aphrodisiac, that they'll give you some sort of power, and you'll sell a billion.
We'll
of
shape.
them.
Well, yeah, we'll take the body and shape it into tiger penises. Because tiger penises, like, I guess they make you super horny or something, according to the Chinese. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
fucking tiger penis.
Yeah, this is made from a 6'4" Olympian.
Not a 5'6" hairy dwarf. We swear.
Okay.
All right, I think
Oh,
that
it's-
got fucking weird.
It took
All
off
right.
another level. So cheers to weird, right?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, and if you've got a way to hide a body, please comment. Let us
Yeah,
know.
let us know.
Whatever.
And this is all just silly, hypothetical. Fucking have some fun.
Right.
Laugh. Have a
Right.
fucking laugh.
Right.
And yeah, let us know. I'm interested. I want to give a shout out real quick though to my wife. She is in Las Vegas to attend her grandfather's funeral. So she's not down there for all fun and games, but
I can think of better ways to go to Vegas.
yeah,
but-
same.
Huh.
But shout out to you, babe. Have fun. As much fun as can be had. I love you. And miss you, Papa. And
rest in peace.
yeah, fucking tune in next week when we're gonna baffle you again. We're gonna do something.
Probably have some sort of another list and maybe a movie suggestion.
Yeah, that's right. We need to do some trailer breakdowns.
Yeah, I think there's
So tune in
one.
next week. Trailer breakdown. And a top 5 list of some shit that we'll make up before then.
John Cena butt chugs a beer. Go see it.
Wait, didn't he do that in what movie was that?
It's coming out. It's something. I don't know.
Oh fuck, it's Cock Blockers or Blockers.
Blockers.
But
There you
they've got
go.
a big rooster. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll fucking
That's next week.
We'll review the shit out of that next week. The trailer.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. See you next week.